Hey y'all, it's Oneah and I'm back with another video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, and if you've been here for a while and you still haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And if you can't subscribe because you don't have a channel, make a channel just so you can subscribe to me. Okay, so as y'all can see, today's video is a little bit different. I'm doing a sit down video, my first sit down video since I've been back. So this will kind of be like a little life update slash business update slash Q&A. So I hope you guys are ready because we're about to get into some things and I'm so excited. So I got my first job in 2017 working at a library. I was given that job by, okay, wait, pause. Let me introduce myself and then we can take it back. So my name is Denasia. A lot of people call me Nay. A lot of people ask why is my handles like Oneah and stuff, because Oneah is my middle name, hence Oneah's Custom Crafts and all my other businesses that incorporated my middle name. I am 24 years old. I was born and raised in Broward County, Florida. I went to Miramar High School. For middle school, I went to so many schools. I went to New Renaissance, I went to Perry, I went to AC Perry Elementary, Hollywood Park Elementary, and is that it? Miramar Elementary. And then for middle school, I went to New Renaissance and Perry. High school, I went to Miramar. So, yes. And then I went to Broward College for about 2 years and I dropped out. I have 5 siblings. I have 4 sisters and 1 brother. My birthday is May 27th. Yeah, I think that's it. So that's that. That's a little background of me. My first job was, like I said, at the library, which was given to me by my school for having a GPA higher than a 3.7. It was a summer job in June of 2017. So I worked there during the summer. Yeah, so while working at the library, I was the librarian's assistant. And I also was a summer school or summer camp teacher with really young kids. It was a really good experience for a first job. I was getting paid like $7.25 an hour. That was my experience there. So once I got the taste of like what it is to have a job, I was like, okay, I want another job after this because I like having my own money. So after that, I returned to school and I started my senior year of high school. The next year, which was 2018, I decided that I wanted to sell lashes. So I took my last $3 and I bought samples for my lash business, which was in April of 2018. About 2 months before I graduated. I started off with samples. I got more samples after I seen that I liked it. I would post it on my Snapchat and I would accept pre-orders for the styles that I sampled. And it literally just went up from there. Like, I had so many girls asking, oh my God, where'd you get your lashes? I want to buy lashes from you. Like, I had a consistent clientele when it came to selling lashes, especially while I was in school. The challenge came when I graduated high school and I was no longer around like a lot of people. So that's where social media came into play, and I would just post so much on social media to reach my audience. Yes, so like I literally started getting custom packaging. I have this homeboy, which is my boyfriend's friend. He had this, I think it was a silhouette machine, and he would print out my logo and I would paste it onto the boxes. After about a year or so, the lashes started to die down. So I was like, okay, I gotta find something else to sell. At the time, I didn't really understand slow seasons or anything of that nature. I just thought when they die down, you find something new. So that's what I did. I tried to branch out to hair, but that just did not work out. So I realized, okay, maybe it's just time to close this chapter of the beauty industry and just find a whole new route for me. So while in between businesses or business ideas and trying to see, okay, what should I sell next? Or should I just go back to selling lashes, just try a different way? I ended up getting a job at Kmart, which is not even around anymore. I started working at Kmart as a cashier. It was okay. I think I was getting paid like $11 an hour. So from $7.25 to $11, that was an upgrade for me. At Kmart, I used to work long hours throughout the week, weekends. It did not matter. I had one weird encounter with a customer. Oh no, I had a few. So let me tell y'all a quick story time. So on the register, we're trained to check every bill over a 20 or 20 and up. And there was this one time that I did not check this guy's bill because he was like talking to me and distracting me. And I remember in training, we had a video and it was like, these thieves will try to distract you while you're giving them change. And he was just talking to me, distracting me. And he looked a little weird, so I was kind of scared. So I was just trying to get him out of my face. And he ended up giving me a fake $50 bill. Me and this other girl that was on the register. And we got written up for it or whatever, but that was just another story time. I mean, a quick little story time. And then another quick little story time was there was this program that Kmart had. I think it was like called Shop Member or something. You have to ask the customers for their number. I remember this one old lady was like, I don't want to give you my number. I'm not a member. Da, da, da. And she just threw her slippers down. So I had to call my manager to handle that situation, and that was just another straw for me. But while working there, I ended up getting a second job at Chuck E. Cheese, and I ended up quitting Kmart and working at Chuck E. Cheese full time. While at Chuck E. Cheese, it was a really good experience for me. We used to work hella hours, 40 plus hours a week. There's like different levels there. There's regular employee, team 2, manager. I was manager within my first 6 months there. Like, they loved me. I would upsell all the time. And I feel like that helped me a lot with my selling skills because Chuck E. Cheese did not play. You was gonna upgrade that large. Okay, so once COVID hit, like the whole world literally shut down. Chuck E. Cheese cut back on my hours because managers were still required to get hours, but I think it was only like 20 hours a week, which was not worth it. So I started thinking like, okay, it's time to get back to what I know best, which is being my own boss. But okay, prior to COVID, let's go back a little bit. 2019 November, a really close friend of mine, basically family, passed away due to gun violence, and his birthday was in January, so we celebrated with a party. And I wanted to get the mother of his child and his child something that they could remember forever. So I made wall art. It was like a photo canvas. I'll insert it. And I gifted that to them, but it was never in my mind like, okay, I'm gonna make a business out of this. But people were inquiring about the wall art that I had made for them. And I was just like, okay, well, maybe I could just start selling wall art. And I did that. That took off for years. Even still to this day, I have customers asking like, can I order a canvas? But yeah, so that happened. I officially launched my business February 2020. And Oneah's Custom Crafts has been booming ever since. Sold canvases for a couple years, and then I took another break. I wanted to go a different route, so I thought, and I just didn't know where that route would be. Like, I wanted to promote the canvases better in a different way, so I just took a break, all in all. And then I have this one customer that's like my family as well. I just don't want to say nobody's name because it's like, I don't want to say their names, but they're dear to my heart. He always bought canvases for me, and then it was one year he was like, oh, can you make me a flower box for my girlfriend? So I made it. I went to Whole Foods. I got flowers from there because I used to work at Whole Foods at the time. And I spent almost like $500 on flowers. That's when I didn't have a vendor. I didn't know. I think I only charged him $500, so I basically broke even. And I was like, Prior to that, I had thoughts of selling flowers. I didn't know where to get them from. I would sell artificial flowers, which I'll also insert. And then when I tried to do the flower box using Whole Foods flowers, I was like, yeah, no, this is too expensive. What am I going to charge these people? $2,000? Left that alone. Went back to canvases for a while, and then he asked me again to make an arrangement. So I'm like, okay, I need to figure out how to get these flowers wholesale because I cannot afford to go back to Whole Foods and not make a profit. So I did a lot of research, I found a vendor that I used, and when I started selling flowers in January, Valentine's Day was in February, and I had this vendor already, and Valentine's Day was crazy. It was just me. I think I processed over 2,000 roses by myself. So that's when my business took a turn, like from canvases to flowers strictly. And I just say, you know what? I'm gonna just go full-fledged and sell flowers. Did that, and a year and a half later, still selling flowers. Everything's still going crazy. I'm just so grateful for that transition that I made. I do want to get back into selling wall art, but I want to do it the right way. Like launch it, really have a rollout, because now I know way more. And yeah. Okay, so I hope y'all know a little more about me and my journey as a business owner. I'm gonna go ahead and do a Q&A segment of the video. And I have a few questions here. I have about 10 questions. So the first question that I get a lot is, what made me start? Okay, so originally when I started selling lashes, like I just wanted my own money to do what I wanted to do, buy what I wanted to buy. That was the main purpose behind me starting my lash business. And then moving over to Oneah's Custom Crafts, COVID hit, and I made the canvases, like I told you guys, for the mother and daughter of a friend that I lost, and they were just so grateful. So it just showed me like I could be a part of a moment that's supposed to be sad for families and bring their memories to life, like, you know. And then as far as selling flowers, I feel like with all my businesses, it's always like God sends somebody to bring me into that business. Like canvases, I never thought, okay, I'm gonna have a business selling canvases. It was like something happened, I had to make a canvas, and I turned it into a profit. Flowers, I had a customer that used to buy canvases for me, and then he ended up needing flowers. So that's how I started that. I just feel like people always need me to do something, and I just turn it into a profit. The next question is, what advice would I give someone that's just starting out? So as far as starting out, I would just say know your purpose behind what you're doing. And every time you feel like giving up, just remember that purpose. And don't give up on yourself. Stay consistent. Just keep going, because things will slow down, and you just have to remember your purpose. Okay, I'm back. Mini intermission. Well, not for you guys, but for me. I had to relocate really quick, and I'm just answering a few more questions, and then that'll be it for this video. So the next question that I get a lot is, do you need an LLC to start? So personally, for me, I did not have an LLC starting up, only because I wasn't sure, like, okay, this will be my longevity business. This is what I know I want to do. I just wasn't sure about a lot of things, so I didn't want an LLC, a name, and I'm not even doing business as that name in the future. So the first LLC I got was with Oneah's Custom Crafts. Another question I get a lot is, how did I build my clientele? I would say word of mouth is very important. That's how all of my businesses started, like all of them, from selling lashes to selling flowers. So a lot of times it's not what you know, but who you know. So for example, the guy who usually order from me, he would tell his homeboys. His homeboys will order from me. They'll tell their homeboys. They'll order from me. So it's really all about how you treat your customers and word of mouth, because if you treat your customers good, they'll do the marketing for you, literally. Well, they'll do part of it, because you still have to do other marketing, but they'll do the word of mouth part for you for sure. Another way is, what else do I do? You could go to networking events. Of course, post on social media, but I feel like we're getting back to the time where social media is not as powerful. Like, it's very powerful, don't get me wrong, but it can only take you so far. You have to go out there, put your name out there, do the footwork, And yeah, the next question is how to keep clientele. So you could build your clientele all you want, but are you able to keep those customers coming back and making them repeated lifetime customers? So my advice for that will be to always run your business with integrity. Like, don't ever do anything for the money, because the money will come and the money will stop. And if you're doing it for the money, you will stop as soon as the money stops. Have a good product. Like, don't just advertise and make it seem like you have a good product. Actually have a good product. They will come back. Try to always be available. Like, I try to do same day orders because a lot of the guys I service are last minute. So same day orders is very convenient for my return customers. Just be genuine, just be nice, and yeah. The next question is, what is one piece of marketing advice you wish you knew sooner? And I would say going out to networking events. It's very important for people to know like the face behind a brand, and sometimes they'll support you just because they know that you're behind the brand, if that makes sense. Like, you was able to come out here to this event, promote your brand, and you had courage, so I'm going to support you just because, you know. Next question is how to grow on Instagram and TikTok. Instagram for sure, post reels. TikTok is like a hit or miss. I would just say really be consistent, because you never know what video will blow up with TikTok. And the final question, our closing question, is how do you deal with slow seasons? I really love this question because slow seasons are a thing in business, and it may not look like it. It may not look like it, or it may not seem like it. You may not know when it's coming. But I feel like for me in my first year of business, like with flowers, I didn't know when the slow season would be. So always within that first year to two, just figure out when the slow season is, because you don't want to not know when the slow season is, because that'll catch you off guard. That's one. And then how do I deal with slow seasons? I will run a sale, but sometimes I also run sales when it's not slow season. So, you know, just see when it's best to run a sale. But I will recommend running a sale. I'll recommend planning for the next few months ahead. Like, a slow season for me, I changed my perspective on it, so it's not a bad thing anymore. It's like, okay, this is my downtime to see what am I going to do for the months coming forth once the slow season ends, and how will I keep up with content marketing while I'm busy working and showing up for my customers. So just use that time to plan, be proactive, think of new ideas, batch content create, and just try to get ahead of the game in that time. And that's really all the advice that I have. I feel like this video was a little bit all over the place just because of the environment. Like, I was trying to film in one spot and it was just too much traffic going in and out, but we made it to the end and I'm so glad. If you watched the video to the end, thank you. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys want more sit down videos. If you have any more business related questions, I'll do a part 2 to this video. That's it. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you have been giving me. I'm ready to restart my YouTube journey. We 3 for 3 right now, or 4 for 4? I think, well, this video will probably be the 4th video. So I'm super excited about that. I'll be vlogging again soon, because I put the camera down for a little bit just because I wanted to make sure that I focus on this video and then get back to vlogging. So yeah, thank you guys again. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment.